can be a great people, Kal-El, they wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the video and welcome to Goodwill. We're at Goodwill right now. So we're gonna get in there and we're looking for items for eBay, buy low, sell high. Like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check out the socials down below. I'm gonna be posting pretty regularly on Instagram, latest pickups, things I'm finding out there. So if you guys want to pick up any of that, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can show me an email, because I have my email down below as well too. But let me know what you guys think of the Goodwill here. Let's get in there and see what we can find right now. All right, here we go. Evil Dead character, maybe? Okay. Go this way. It looks a little busy over there. But the glass didn't appear to have too much. I mean, it had a lot of stuff, but I'm saying it's not too much to actually buy and resell. Considering the whole family enjoys. Now, so this little box right here, nothing's in there. There's a cloud router. Oh, no, not gonna be a good one. That's, yeah. I've said, about routers and networking stuff. It just, it works. It does the job. It's, I just have my own feelings regarding computer networking, and a lot of the equipment that, is out there for consumers, just very poor quality. This is a Ergo. They want $4. Pretty dirty though. This one's not gonna go for that much. Maybe if it was perfectly clean, I might take a stab at it. What is this right here? It's unusual. Photo camera, reusable film camera. Take a look. I don't see any cameras here. Although, check this out. This might be worth it. Ergo. Microsoft, pretty well used. Oh, doy. First of all, no backdoor, and obviously no receiver. And you do need a receiver for this one. It's not Bluetooth or anything. A lot of those, for some reason, they didn't make a like a little compartment for the receiver, so that's why they always get lost. Okay, let's go try out the back wall. Not messing with those. This right here. This is a combo. It's a modem and router. Not the greatest. A good brand, but There's better ones nowadays. Let's say now. Kirby. All right. Not really seeing anything else here. Let's check out an aisle. All right, this is where the silverware would be. There's some here. Not really that great. I've been selling a lot of silverware as of late, so interesting. Yeah, it kind of comes in waves. Yeah, I sell pretty regularly, but it's been just more. There's some brass. Let's say. Not even a Safar, maybe? Pretty nice. Well made. There's 3 pieces here. The other one. The prices, I mean, they aren't individually priced, but oh, that there's like a screeching sound there. Put those in the cart. They're interesting. I also picked this up, but I think this is handmade. Or, I mean, it's more than likely handmade, but I think, oops, did I just hit the camera? Okay, I think it's okay. I think the middle piece was glued on. It'd be kind of cool if it was fused together, but I'm pretty sure it's glued. I might take a picture of it and see. I think it's like a paperweight that was, 2 pieces of glass glued together. Is my feeling on it. But we'll see. I'm gonna Google image it. It's like a cake, little cake plate. Some of these globes, look out for these. They have stones. They're made with stones. So I've seen them here at this Goodwill before. This Raiders hat. What are they pricing their hats out right now? 7. Yeah, that's a big day. Tomorrow's tomorrow. Some sort of game. Yeah. All right. Now. All right. Okay. I don't see anything over there. Looks like a Starbucks. Yeah. People like their Starbucks, but it's just, it's just flooded. There's lots of ones. There's some that are good, some that aren't. Most are mediocre. And rabbits. Okay, let's go try another aisle. Okay, so I'm kind of in the mixed pottery glass, with clear glass on this side area. There's a long name for it, but I spotted these. They're salt and pepper shakers. They are acrylic, and they're by Wayne Husted. So I quickly looked at them. They're $4.59 I'm going to pay for them. They're probably about $50 for the pair. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's see what else we can find here. The music's kind of loud in this area, so let's go ahead and quickly glance through things. I'm not really seeing anything on the clear side, but over here in the pottery, this is where we've been lucky in finding Glassy Baby. Little Tinkerbell. It's interesting. Probably missing wings. Yeah, missing wings, of course. I got some reds and pinks. What is this right here? This looks like those look like glass roses. This is like probably bath salt or something. Let me see. Bellini collection. Little ring holders. Nothing that fancy. This would be pretty cool. I'm gonna find another one. Probably Mexico fused glass. $3.79. Might just scan this to see if there's any comps out there. Probably not worth picking up for just the one. My cart. All right, all the carts around here just seem to roll off. No, not that. Oh, cookie jar. So this is a Mamushka World Market. What do they want for it? It's all taped up. I'll leave it behind. It's not really an older one, so yeah. Clear. Other than those two things, I don't really see anything else in the clear glass. And those aren't even glass. There's a. Let's see what we got. The dinosaur. No. Here in the white, I don't see anything. Okay. These, know what those are. Let's go check out the go check out the cart, and then I'll report back. All right, so on the surface, it doesn't look very good. I was gonna look through it first because there are people here. There were people here, but there isn't it right now. Some softballs. I mean, if I can get a bunch of them together, like one more floating around down there. Some sandals, big basket. Let's see if I can move this. What's in that basket? Oh, the other more pillows in that basket. Daniel Tiger-esque looking. Okay, what is this K2 over here? Rollerblades. Rollerblades. Glove. Okay. Okay. Alright, what do we got over here? Camera's facing completely down. There's Spartacus. This the new one? That's the old one. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking around here, see if I find anything here in the what is it called? Media. Alright, so it's getting a little busy up in here. I think I've found pretty much everything I want to get. We are going to take the bowl or this serving dish here. Boom. I'm going to take that guy right there. It does look like it goes together. I did picture it. I just wanted to make sure it went together. So I think I should be able to get like $40, maybe $50 on it at the most on the high end. But I wasn't sure if those two pieces actually, it was supposed to go together. Oh, check this out. Batman. Sock. Golf head cover. That's what that is. $4.39. We're going to pick that up for sure. Plush. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a look at this plush a little bit. Go a little more detail here. But golf head covers do really well, especially ones that are branded with something like this, something cool. All right, but we are going to take. Let me flip the camera around here. Okay, we're definitely going to take those brass bowls. I'm guessing maybe 20, 25 each a piece on those, maybe 30 on the larger one. We found that. It's not the best in the world, but it's kind of cool. It's $3. A couple of funky looking golf things. But the big hit of the day, these guys right here. So those are really nice. We are going to end up taking this after all. Probably about 20 bucks for just the one. Okay, but golf head covers. Let's see if we can find any more. Whoa, everything's falling. The last time I was here, I accidentally bumped one of the figures and it bumped stuff over the other side. Is this an alien? What the? I kind of have no idea what's going on there. So I'm going to toss it in the cart. I'm going to look that up. It's an old gun. Vintage. $2.89. Just a little, it's probably like a $10 little bear. Should be, let's say, made in, I can't really read it. I can't really move it with one hand, but that is actually kind of a cool little plush. And the fact that it has the little thing right there already, for $3, those are the things that really that I, struggle with. I used to collect plush when I was little. I used to have a whole bunch of animals. And Gund was, from that's, I remember that brand when I was little. What's this? This looks like a, no, it says Fiesta on it. I'll leave that behind. Stay up there. Don't move. Yeah, last time I did that, something fell on the opposite side. Like, here you go. Sorry. What is that, Texas? Thought that doll was about to roll off. The Texas pillow. Is this Spider-Man? Maybe? No, he has legs. Turtle? Nope. This is, I don't think this is the one. What is this? Build-A-Bear? Violet the Wolf. Build-A-Bear. Now, the one you want is probably like a Barnum and Bailey thing. From the name is Everest of the actual character, but I forget where. It's not an older one. Okay, I think that's it. Water, no. Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the video, and hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to Goodwill. We found some great items. That Batman golf head cover is worth about $40. I was kind of surprised. I was figuring around 20, 25-ish, but actually goes for closer to 40 bucks. So got that up and listed. It's an easy item to list, easy item to ship. It's just like a stuffed animal. So you just throw it in a poly bag. And then we got some glass, and then that vintage Lucite acrylic salt and pepper shakers. One of them actually doesn't work, but it should still sell for around $50-ish or so. Those are listed as well too. But there's some great items, nothing crazy there. I was at the flea market today and got some great items at the flea market. Now here's an item that you really need to be cautious on. Because it looks like it's going to work. It sells for around $30 to $40. I see them all the time. I've gotten burned on numerous occasions. So you don't want to spend too much on these things. But these Amazon Kindles right here, the readers, the, what do you call it, the e-ink display, the one with the little keyboards.
still go for a pretty good amount if they're working. The biggest issue usually is they won't turn on. Well, it'll look like it's turned on. It'll say like the battery's completely drained. Please plug it in, and and it looks like the screen's work. It looks like it's going to work. So you plug it in, you charge it forever, and nothing ever happens. This one, miraculously, I took a chance. I saw 2 of them at the flea market today. We did a big old bundle, and the bundle we paid $50 for the whole bundle. But I got a cuckoo clock in there. Nothing. It's old vintage, but it's not like It's battery operated, so it's a battery operated one. So not like the really high end ones, but still a really nice cuckoo clock that should sell for around $100. Then I got a bunch of other items, including this in that bundle, and this one should sell for about, like I said, $30 or $40. But it does work. You just sometimes you have to charge. You do have to charge them for a little bit. It is kind of finicky with what kind of charger it'll use as well too. I use an old Apple wall plug thing for it, and that seems to work every time for these Kindles. I have other ones that I use. It uses micro USB, but I've used other ones, and for some reason it doesn't pick up the charge. It should have a little yellow indicator when it's charging down here, but sometimes it'll just have that, and it'll just continually stay on the please charge screen, and nothing will ever happen. You'll never be able to get it working. Then it's worthless garbage. So you only want to spend about $1 or $2 on these if you're comfortable losing that amount, because more than likely than not, it's not going to work. I was surprised and shocked that it actually turned on. It worked. I got to let it charge for a little bit longer to get that battery up. Then I got to reset it, and I'm going to get it listed. So that was pretty cool. I don't really have anything else to talk about, really. I mean, I've been keeping up to date with the latest, what's going on. Yeah, there's really nothing happening at the moment as far as eBay goes, or e-commerce news or anything like that. Hope you guys are still, having great sales, picking up items. Let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know what your guys' sales are like. Are they good, bad? I know I hear a mix online. Although as of late, a lot of the people that I do watch that often, that often say there's a lot of issues on eBay, and then they say, then they're also, there's a lot of issues on eBay. I'm having no sales. A lot of them are, having sales again all of a sudden, and a lot of them are, from what I'm reading, a lot of them are going back. They're editing their listings, fixing things up, cleaning things up. Some people are advertising. Some people are offering free shipping now. So they're, taking advantage of different tools that are available. Yes, it's going to cut into your profit. It's going to cut into your bottom line there. But I'd rather have more sales. Like I've told you, I do promote all my listings, and, we're doubling down on eBay this year, so I'm trying to really get more sales as far as, the profit goes. Yes, profit on each individual item will go down, but hopefully this all translates to a lot more sales. So just a lot more, movement of product, movement of money, all that good stuff. I sent out some large items too today. I sent out I don't think I ever showed this, but it's it was an electronic craps table, like in the casino, and you actually have a little spot where you put the dice in there, and it spits it out. Really cool device. That went out today or yesterday. I think it went out today for $109. That was really cool. Thought about keeping it, but then again, I was like, how often am I going to use this, really? Another cool, and a game that we like to play as a family, is this I found. And if you find it, it does pop up from time to time, usually used. However, if you find it sealed, this will go for like $40 to $50. The Boulder Dash, there is a newer version. This is the older vintage one. Check out that vintage. Got it from Target for $5.59. But check out that old vintage Target tag on there. That's pretty cool. And it's a really cool game. I mean, if you guys aren't, don't know anything about it, definitely give it a try. You kind of... it gives you a bunch of random words that that are in the English dictionary, and then you got to guess what they mean. And then there's like a board game on it and everything. So really cool game. If you find it sealed, $30 or $40. Unsealed, I wouldn't really pick it up if it wasn't sealed, or used, I should say. Okay, that's all I have to really talk about. Let's go check out the what solds. Okay, let's get on to the what solds. One thing I did want to mention, I have my son currently, he's off for the summer right now, and so right now he's currently going through a bunch of Magic the Gathering cards. I definitely want to look out for trading cards. I wouldn't pay too much for them because most of them aren't going to really be worth it. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I started selling on eBay, selling sports cards, baseball, football, basketball, branched out to memorabilia and stuff like that. They eventually got into, vintage toys. Yeah, stuff that I've always been, collecting, things that I had a lot of knowledge about. That's what I started out in. And then obviously branched out to what we're doing now. But Magic the Gathering was really not something I was not really involved in too much. So I don't really know, the values. I think it came out around 94 or 5, somewhere around there. I was already in high school, so I was already, not that I would say I was older, to not really pay attention to it or really care about it, but it wasn't really a thing in my area, and so never really caught on here. So I don't really. I mean, I know about it. I just don't know that much what's valuable, what's not valuable. So I picked up several months ago. I actually picked up a long box of cards, which I believe a long box holds about 500 cards. I think. Let's see. How many cards does a long box hold? A long box holds... Oh, that can't be right. 3,200? Oh, that's with 4 rows. So, I don't know, maybe like 500 to 600. And then a couple of short boxes, which I think hold about 300-ish cards or so. I mean, it's completely filled. It's stacked. So a long box, probably about that big, stacked full of cards, no protectors or anything with them. Then a smaller box with half that size, so almost like 2 full-size boxes. So maybe around 1,000-ish Magic the Gathering cards. And I got them in a gigantic bundle of other items as well, too, like I always do. When I go to the flea market, they were flea market fine. So I probably paid maybe about $2 or $3 for each of the boxes. I really have no idea about Magic the Gathering. I didn't want to pay too much because most of it is not going to be worth it. So I have my son finally going through it after several months of it sitting on the stairs, mind you. So I was like, all right, you know what? I need you to look up these cards and see what the value is, if there's anything, because I know there's some big hits in there. I think the Black Lotus is the card you really want. Ungraded and go for 1,000, 2,000, and they graded, it's like, I saw one for $54,000 graded, so I don't, hopefully it's in there, I don't know. We'll see, cross our fingers. However, he has found already about $600 worth of Magic the Gathering cards, so that's pretty good. I'm like, wow, it's just sitting there. And he's only gone through, I think, maybe a half of a small box. I have to double check. I'm not sure how far he is. But, already $600. That's pretty amazing for Magic the Gathering cards. I'm guessing probably 90% of them, I'm just going to bundle in big lots and sell it off because it's not really worth it to sell individually. But, obviously, the heavy hitters... Those are the ones we're definitely going to sell individually. I need to get some protectors and everything for them as well, so I can sell those. Okay, off to the what's sold videos, which everything will appear right over here. I think I threw off where my editing is going to be. But, oh well. Right off the bat, we have this. It's kind of like a fanny pack. It was like a leather. It's actually there's 2 of the packs, or the pouches, I should say. One on each side, like one on each side for your hips. And it's, I don't know how to pronounce this, Lac Haze collection, leather. When I picked this up, found this at the flea market, I picked it up. I was like, man, this is some really nice heavyweight leather. And so I didn't even look it up. I got it for a great deal at the flea market, so I just tossed it in the cart. I figured, $15-ish. It's got to be worth at least that. It was in great condition. And then when I got it back home, it goes for about $35 to $40. So it sold for $36. Buyer paid shipping, of course. And I used the name to collection. That name, that Lac Haze collection was actually inside. It was on a tag. So I put that in there. Leather, fanny pack was what it was. It's just a waist pack, basically. Then dark brown. I put biker because it kind of gave me like biker vibes. Belt because it's, kind of like a belt. So really cool. Look out for these things. As far as like the, if it's, when you feel it, you look at it, I know some people have a hard time determining whether it is of good quality or not, or worth reselling, just by feel and touch. And it's just something you got to develop over time. It's not something I'm going to be able to show you, tell you or show you how to do it through a video, like how to feel some sort of fabric, and then, oh man, I should be picking this up because of the feel. It's just something you just have to pick up on, eventually learn. Go to department stores, go to these places that have high-end products, high-end leather, and just get a sense for what the weight is, what the the texture feels like, and all that. And that'll help you out as opposed to just going to flea markets and trying to just test out a bunch of stuff. It's going to take you forever. The flea market's huge, and there's so much stuff at the flea market. So eventually, as time goes on, you will get the hang of it. And, that touch, that feel helped me out here. I'll be able just to pick it up and be like, all right, I know this leather is pretty good. I know it's good quality. I can see the stitching and everything on it. Even though I did not have no clue about the name, I was just like, all right, I'm going to pick it up, threw it in the cart, and here we go. Close with $36 sale. Okay, now I'm going to try to put the video of this in. I was mentioning this earlier, and I'm going to show it in here. Okay, I just realized the title is incorrect. However, someone still bought it. Oh, man, oh, my goodness. I mean, you can see in the title. Vintage Auto Shooter Cramps. It's craps. Maybe that's why it took a couple weeks to sell. Because I just listened to this a couple weeks ago. Maybe I really messed that up. I mean, everything else is good, but I really messed up cramps. Someone still found it and paid the full asking price, $108. I had offers open, and for these large items that go for a lot more, I definitely have offers open, so I'm going to ship you an offer. But they paid full price for it, so, and that cost $18 to ship it out, $18.06, and that's local. That's going here to California. So it was a very long box. It was 24 inches by 17 inches. It wasn't very tall. It was just 8 inches tall. But actually, a box that I get boxes in, it happened to be the right size for this item. And I always hold on to boxes. Always hold on to your boxes. You never know. So I had this extra large box, and I usually have a whole bunch of them sitting around because I'm ordering boxes all the time, or I just get a large quantity of boxes. So they send me multiple of these larger boxes with little boxes inside. So then I always keep a few of them and then toss them out because I always have a bunch of cardboard everywhere. And I really, really don't use those larger sizes in boxes. This time it came in handy. Hopefully the video is appearing over here. I won't know until after I'm done shooting this if the video will actually work. But you should be seeing a video of the device actually working. Really cool. Okay. Then the last thing, nothing crazy here. This was a throw-in in a big old bundle. So it's like, as I'm bundling stuff, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'll throw that in there too. We'll throw that in there. It's got to be, around $10-ish. Try to stick to around 10-ish. Sometimes lower. Sometimes lower. Like, if I feel it's a cool item, and I'm not going to pay that much for it overall in a bundle. But generally, I like to be around $10 on those little throw-in items. And this was one of those, a Scarab Beetle bottle opener. So it's a bottle opener, a Scarab Beetle. I mean, who's going to think to be picking this up to sell it? Or who's going to think this will even sell? But it does. This stuff does sell. And $10.48. It's nothing crazy, but it definitely adds to, it adds to the overall profit of the bundle that I purchased this in, and, how much, it's sold for along with everything else that's going out. And when this is already out. So along with the other stuff that went out in that day. So pretty cool. And this is, piece of cake. It goes inside a poly bag, a small poly bag, mind you. I buy little, okay, $10.48. Really cool. Barware, kitchen, metal, bottle opener. Cool item. I could have probably thrown Egyptian, because Egyptians are known for the Scarab Beetles. What was I gonna say? Okay, poly bags. So I was having an issue beginning of last year. It just happened all of a sudden. So I would get smaller little poly bags with small items. Then I was running into an issue where 3 items were lost. And I'm like, oh, God, that's so messed up. It's kind of annoying when the post office loses something. So I decided, you know what? This is more than a coincidence. I can't be losing, losing any item in the mail is, I can't be doing that. Or I can't rely on the post office, and I can't have them losing items, right? It's not me losing it. Obviously, I'm dropping it off. So I'm thinking to myself, what can I do to help maybe the post office actually notice the item or see like, hey, what's that down there? So I get all white bubble mailers, and I get them in it's 6 inches by 9 inches. Double check. All white. They're bubble mailers, polybag bubble, and they are. I'll tell you right now exactly what the size is. And you know what? I have noticed that. Actually, I had a box lost the other day. Actually, knock on wood. Always knock on wood, like I'm saying. We've been very successful in getting those packages delivered. Safe and sound. Now that I'm using this new white one. And that was last year I changed over. And the cost as far as, the bag was very minimal. I think it was like maybe a penny or like a penny and a half or something. Not very, very much. As far as the overall individual quantity of each. Yeah, I usually, I buy in bulk, so, I just, to me, I count each individual unit, so the cost as far as each individual little bag wasn't very much. Here we go. So 6 inches by 10 inches. I just spit right there, sorry. 6 inches by 10 inches is the bag, padded poly bag that I got. So that way, hopefully, it'll be noticeable. And it's white, so hopefully they can't miss it. Yeah, so that's cool. All right. That's all I have for today. Let me know what you guys think down the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the what's sold, about what I picked up in the video. Do you think it's cool, not cool? If I'm helping you at all with this content. Hit the thumbs up to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification. This week's live show was later than normal, but typically it's around 9 a.m. On a Thursday from the flea market. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next video.